Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be going over the collapse function in Python. So for the collapse function, we will be taking in a non-negative integer, n, and it will be returning the number resulting from removing all digits that are equal to an adjacent digit, which is essentially the number has no adjacent digits that are the same. So if we look at the docstring for collapse 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, by calling collapse, we will end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 because it essentially removed all of the duplicated digits. So the first way to approach this problem is by recognizing what rest and last are doing in the problem. And they are essentially going to be giving us the last number and the rest of the numbers. So for instance, if I had the number like 523 and I did 523 mod 10, that would give me 3. If I did 523 floor div 10, this would give me 52. And so yeah, so this mod function operator is going to be giving me the last number, and the floor div is going to be giving me the rest of the number. So let's take a look at our first if statement. So since we are using recursion, we want to start off with the base case. And the base case would essentially be if rest is equal to 0, which will mark the end of us going through our list. And if rest is equal to 0, then we want to return our last number. Great. So now when we're going into our else if statement, we want to check that our last number, like let's say if we're looking at this example here, we want to check that our last number is equal to the rest of the last number. So we essentially want to compare this 3 with the second to last. And in order to do that, we can just say if the last number is equal to the rest mod 10. And the rest mod 10 is essentially just saying that if this 3 here is last, and this whole thing right here is considered our rest, the rest mod 10 of rest is this digit next to it. So that's essentially what we want to compare. And if those two are equal to each other, then what we want to do is make our recursive call and say return collapse rest. Great. So then now that we have if rest is equal to 0, and then our else if being last is equal to the rest mod 10, if none of those conditions are met, then what we want to do is we want to return collapse of rest and then multiply it by 10 plus the last number. And what essentially this is going to do is it's going to call the collapse function on the rest and then multiply it by 10 in order to then add in the last number that we got. And yeah, thank you.